Hey guys, Don here. I'm going to make a video on tips you should know in Windows 8.1. And if you are not upgraded to 8.1, I would suggest you get on Windows Update and update it to 8.1. I believe they're not supporting 8 by itself. You need the next version. Um, so I'm going to try to go through this quickly, and I'm not good at that. Usually I'm pretty good at getting stuck on one subject, so let's move it right along here. So the first thing I usually would want to tell somebody, because it's my opinion, is how not to use the tiles. The tiles is the Windows 8 tile view. Um, I've never really liked it. Of course, I've heard so much negativity about it that it kind of made me not want to like it. Kind of from the beginning, but I did give it a chance, and nope, don't really like it. I believe a lot of the apps, you end up missing out on some features that are important to me on a lot of different apps. One of the ways to avoid that is when you start your computer and you've got Windows 8 in it, it's going to take you to this tile screen. I believe the default app that's going to be in here on this corner, and if it's not on this corner, actually, it may not be on this corner. It may be somewhere else. Well, you need to find it and grab it and drag it to right here in this corner, the furthest corner. Reason why is when the computer comes on, you can either get the mouse and click it and it'll take you to the desktop, or just hit enter and immediately it will take you to the desktop. Um, that's one. Two, how to make shortcuts in desktop mode. This is desktop mode. It used to be when we made shortcuts. I know there's probably other ways. I'm just going to show you some of the ways that I've done it. It used to be that we would just hit the start menu, which they have put a start menu in 8.1. If you hit it with your left key, it doesn't bring up what you're used to. It takes you back to this. That's why you don't hit it with the left key. You hit it with the right key, it brings you up all of this. Not the same thing. Usually you have all your programs here without having to go any more clicks or do anything else. And then you would be able to just right click on one of them and it would say send to, and you would send to the desktop. Well, since that's not an easy option there, I'll show you another way of doing it. Let's say I wanted to put an Adobe Muse, um, which would be this one right up here, icon. I wanted a shortcut. It's one of the programs I use in Adobe. Well, here's how you do it. You go ahead and go over, and this is how you toggle back over to Windows 8. This is the Windows thing in the corner. And you can either hit the search and you can type in here, or you could just start typing. And that's, you might as well just start typing because it's faster. It's one less step. So I'm going to go ahead and type in Adobe. And I get about halfway through and it already has it right here. What you do is you right click on it and you have these options. Unpin start, unpin taskbar. Well, they'll say pin. I've got it all pinned. But the one you're interested in to make a shortcut for a desktop icon is you want to open up file location. So go ahead and left click that. Okay, and it'll highlight it down here at the bottom. Now you can right click. Now you can go to send to, and now you can have your desktop shortcut. And it just appeared right here. Not too hard. Little extra steps, but that's just the way I do it. I've already got one, so I'll go ahead and remove that. And other types of shortcuts, it won't be as easy. Like ones that I think that are really important that you really need. Not that you like them or it's just something you use all the time, but you really need them here because, well, it's just faster and they're important. And one of the biggest one is Windows Update. I can't say enough how much you need to keep updated with Windows updates. I've got a shortcut here. There are other ways to get to it, and I'll show you how I put the shortcut up here. It's not the same process of what I just showed you. You go ahead. Actually, you can right-click your Windows icon here. And let's see here. You could go to control panel. Pulls your control panel up. Go to the bottom. You have Windows Update here. At this point, you can right click it and it gives you options. Open a new window, pin to start, and create shortcut. That's how you do it. Hit it. It'll come up with a shortcut. I've already got one, so I won't hit it. Also, pin to start. Anytime you see that, that will, commonly we thought of this menu here. It would pin it there. It's not where it's going to pin it. It's going to pin it to what they're calling start, which is the tiles. You can do that if you want, and I've done it. It's here somewhere. I'm not really sure where, but so there's different ways of doing it. So one of the things is, and this is not quite Windows 8, this is the desktop mode, another thing that I like to do, and I'll tell you what it is. It's the taskbar. You can do things quickly on that without having to do menus and clicking things. You can just drag things. Like, I've got a lot of icons down here. If you didn't want all that, you just grab one of the icons, you left click it and hold it, and then just drag it up. It's gone. But it's not gone. It's right here where this arrow is. You click this arrow, it starts making a whole list. And so you can just wipe these things out one after another and get all this stuff off the bar and make it nice and clean if you want. Or if you don't want it that way, pull this list up, drag them back down, put them back. Just a quick way to kind of clean things up, organize it. I'm sure you probably already know that you can rearrange these by grabbing an icon and dragging it over here or wherever you want, dropping it in. Same thing. The rest of the taskbar, you can put some quick launch buttons down here, which I like. That way I don't have to go looking around through all the stuff I have on here. And, one of the quickest ways is just to grab onto what you want, one of the icons here, and drag it down. Let go. It goes there. If you want it off, then you grab it, pull up, and one of it says unpin this from the taskbar. It's easy as that. And then the shortcut's still here. Okay, I'll go ahead and skip over to, one of the things was how to toggle and close apps and screens. Well, I showed you that you can toggle by hitting this Windows icon here, and it'll toggle you back and forth. But let's say you have some things open. Right now we have the desktop open. What you do is you put your mouse, and if you have a touchscreen, sorry, I don't have one, so you'll just have to, I guess, put your finger up there. But you put this up in the corner right there, and it'll show you what is open. And what's open is the desktop, and I can just left click it, and it'll take me right back. Put it back in the corner. I don't have anything open on the tiles. So what we'll do is we'll go open something. I'll go ahead and open the calculator. So calculator's open. I go up here. It shows me the desktop. It takes me to desktop when I left click it, and then I can toggle right back to the calculator. One of the things you can do to get a split screen, there's a couple of different ways you can do it. A split screen, you can run two different screens at once here, and you could just go up here and grab onto this with your left button and drag it down, and you can put it over here, or you can put it over here, and then it puts it there. Well, then you have this here. You click on it with the left, and you can open up another app, I believe, or you could go to the desktop. You got them both. You can resize it, do it however you want. I find it handy, especially when I'm doing bills. I have the bank up over here. I open a browser. I need to add some stuff up. I got the calculator. Or maybe I'm just browsing through Facebook, and I'll put a video app up over here, maybe a podcast or whatever, and watch videos, or a program like a podcast, video podcast. I'll watch it. You want to get rid of it? You just grab on, pull it all the way over. Kind of handy. I like it. Um, let's see, what would be our next? Well, I should explain how to organize and customize some of these tiles over here on the Windows 8 side. I call it the Windows 8 side, but the start screen, they say. Um, you can arrange them any way you want. They start out with the groups, like they call these the HP apps, and they put it in a group. If you want to make groups, you can do that. You just right click in a blank area, and it says name groups. You hit that. You can start naming different groups, and then have them grouped together. Um, you can resize them. Well, actually, first thing I should say, you notice how some of these are switching views, you know, and it may not, you may not be able to read that it says this is photos. So it makes it much harder to see things on the tiles. You can stop that by going onto the tile, right clicking on it, and it says turn live tile off. You do that, and that's it. It will just go to its default, what it is. Also, you can resize them. You just right click on it, you go to resize, make it whatever size you want. You want to arrange them, that's not a problem. You just grab onto them, pull them around where you want them. Here, basically on your start screen, you have so many different apps. It's not all your apps. And how you get to all your apps is you'll see down here on the bottom there's an arrow. And it'll also tell you if you have any new ones that are installed that you haven't opened yet. Kind of like the way it used to be with Windows 7. It would have highlighted programs that you hadn't opened yet. Well, it's kind of like that. But you hit the arrow here. It brings you down to the screen below it. And these are all your apps. So you can drag those up there. Actually, I think that you can right click them, and you could, well, this says find and start because I've already got it up there. Anyway, you can pin it to the start. Here it is right here. So if I pin this to the start, then there it goes. I put it up here with the rest of them. You decide you don't want it here anymore, go over and right click it, unpin from start. It's pretty easy. If you want to, let's see, you want to make a desktop icon, you can also do that from here. Right clicking on it, and then it says open file location, and it will bring it up and it'll highlight it, and then you can right click it and create shortcut, and then, or you can hit send to desktop, create shortcut. Let's see, what else would be useful for us to talk about? Just simple tips, nothing too in depth. How to search for anything on your PC, desktop or tile mode. Pretty simple. You can right click on the Windows icon. There's a search. You click it, it'll pull a panel in. You type whatever's on this PC, you type it in here, you'll find it. Or you can be on the tile side, and like I said, you can either hit the search, or you could just start typing, and it'll start pulling stuff up. So that's pretty easy. Let's see how to see what apps are running and how to close them. Well, I've showed you a little bit of that, but one of the things is, let's go ahead and open up a couple apps. Let's open up the calculator. And by the way, anytime you're on an app or anything that's in the tile area, you can right click and it gives you other choices. And then you just right click again and it takes it away. But let's say I want to back out of this. I could, if you go up here, it doesn't work. You go up here, it doesn't work that up very well, but you could just exit out, or you can downsize it. And here you are on desktop, and it actually put it down here. But anyway, let's go ahead and open a few apps. so I can show you one of the ways you can look at this. I don't know. Let's open this one. Let's go ahead and downsize that one. And that's good enough. So it shows them on the taskbar, but if you're in Windows Tile, or either one actually, it doesn't matter if you're in here or desktop. You go over to the left side of the screen like I showed you and go up in the corner and it shows that. But if you notice, there's a little something here. I don't know if you can see that. What you do is you go down and then over. And touch that really fast. And it will give you the whole list of everything that's open. And you can just click on it, it'll take you right to it. Click on it, take you right to it. Maybe you've got too many things open and you want to stop them. Well, you just right click, you close it. Let's see, go to desktop. Let's say you want to get that other one closed. You just go in the corner, it pops up, right click, close it. You got nothing open except for the desktop now. Well, let's see. I think I may have gone through. I had 10 different tips, but I just went over them lightly, nothing in depth. I may not even have did all 10. Really, I think the most important thing I haven't covered yet, and I'll make it my last tip. How do you turn Windows 8 off, the whole PC? It used to be it was a mess when they first came out. They wanted you to go to this charms bar over here. I don't use it. And how you get to it is you bring your mouse, or I guess you flick. I think if it's a touch screen, you can flick from the right. You'll have to figure that out on your own. But you go over here, and then this bar pulls up. Well, it used to be the only way to turn it off is you'd have to pull this bar up. You'd have to hit, let's see if I can remember, hit settings. And then it would give you power. And then you can shut off or sleep or restart. Way too many steps, way headache. Nobody was liking that at all. There's a faster ways of doing it. If you're on the desktop mode, you can go down here and you can right click on the Windows icon. And one of the choices is shut down or sign out. Just like what we're used to. We can shut down, completely turns it off. Another thing they put in 8.1, if you're in the tile mode, let's say you like that and you use it, they put up here a little power option. You left click it, and now it's shut down. It only gives you these 3 choices. What did they give us over here? Over here, okay, they gave one more choice. Let's see, sign out, sleep, shut down, and restart. Here they gave you sleep, shut down, and restart. Oh, okay, so they'll give you the sign out option. So that's about it. Nothing really big, nothing too in depth, just some basic things that you really should know so that Windows 8 isn't a headache. Hope it helped. All right, we'll catch you guys next time. See ya.